I'm back at it again with another video. Now, we have Project Cars coming soon, next month, and it looks tremendous. Like, I love everything that I've seen about it, and I hope it delivers expectations. Now, the question is, in terms of like physics and simulation goes, will it overtake the feel of that aspect? Will it overtake Gran Turismo's? Now, I haven't really played a whole lot of Forza, so I'm not even going to say will it overtake Forza either. Customization, potentially, yes, but I'm not going to say physics and everything because I don't really play Forza. I don't have an Xbox to judge Forza, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But tell you what, I really hope that Project Cars has like a lobby system like Gran Turismo, where you enter a room and you don't have to start right away. It's just like a cruise mode. I really hope it has something like that, and like you just go in there and drive around. One thing I don't really like about the Gran Turismo games, it does have some flaws, It's really frustrating that these Gran Turismo games still do this, because the games, these modern racing games today are like, they hit it with these simple little things that you just, you would know, but they're not. But these simple things aren't even in Gran Turismo. It's just like I can't think of everything from the top of my head right now, but it's just those little things that just like, why isn't this in Gran Turismo? Like, when you're in the replay mode, you can't even rewind the replay. It's basically you have to, you technically rewind it, but technically you don't, because you bring back like a minute or so instead of just bringing back individual little clips. Like, it's retarded. And when you want to set your camera angle, it doesn't stay there. You have to do it every single game. You have to do it every single time you play the game. It's really odd. Like, why can't it just stay there? Because I use the hood angle in Gran Turismo. I use the hood camera. Why can't it just stay there, the hood, every single time I boot up the game? I have to do it every single time. Maybe I'm just complaining a little too much there, but that's just, it's retarded that that's even there. It's still not there, but like, and like the lobby system is not the best either. Like, say if I want to make a race with all Caterhams, or if I want to make a race with just all BMWs, for example, make it a little easier. Some of you guys probably don't know what Caterhams are, but a race for all Caterhams. I said Caterhams again, but I want to change it to BMW. I can't really change the room to make everybody race this specific car, because if they don't have it, I can't do it. So it's just like, it'll have like suggested cars, but they're like crappy cars. They're like 5 cars, but they're like a C7, which I don't really want to race a C7. And then the rest of the cars are like just, stupid cars that I don't want to drive. So it's just like, why is this here? Like, why did they fail at that? I want to race a BMW. I want to be able to race a BMW. Or if I want to have a muscle car race, I want to do a muscle car race. Some people, when people from other countries come in, I say muscle cars only. They don't know what that is. It's like, I got a BMW. Is that a muscle car? No, it's not a muscle car. American muscle car. But they don't know what it is. So it's kind of hard to do that. If I want a category to race American muscle cars only. There is no categories for that. So it's just so frustrating that, you're very limited on what to race. It's basically 600 performance points, 500 performance points, 550. So if you race all that, you're going to be racing the same cars over and over again. those muscle cars are not going to be able to match the other, five, those actual like race cars through the five, because the muscle cars are so heavy that the performance points is just gonna you're underpowered when you're in the muscle cars because the cars are so heavy. So like they need to change that up in Gran Turismo. In GT7, when they do that, change fix the lobby system, make it a little bit more free, because it's kind of frustrating. They're in the right direction, obviously. They're headed, but I don't know. Gran Turismo sometimes lacks on the most simple things, like the vinyl editors. There's no vinyl editors in those games. Why? What is so hard about that? They could have put it in GT5. They could have put it in GT6. It's not a hard thing. It's just like they could put the most basic, most simplistic vinyl system in there. They don't even have to have as dynamic as Forza's. Just put it in there. It doesn't make any sense. Like this new wing thing, I don't know why that color your own wing thing wasn't in there from the beginning. Like seriously, it's just now being in there. Like Polyphony just now thought of that. Were they high when they were making this game? It's like, now I'm not really hating on Gran Turismo. It's just a frustrating thing. Just like, why wasn't that in there from the get-go? Why didn't they think of this in the beginning? And like for Project Cars, I just think that it's going to deliver all that, but maybe not everything, because I don't think a game can fully live up to your expectations fully to the max. I don't think they could do that at all. So it's really kind of half and half. So I think that I'm going in there expecting a lot, but I'm also going to expect some things that aren't in there. I don't expect the pits or qualifying to be as good as announced and for Project Cars. So I don't know. I think that the graphics are obviously going to in the racing. I think the AI will deliver for this game. The AI for Gran Turismo sucks donkey balls. It sucks so bad. And even when you run into someone, you don't really get that effect. Like, it's like when you run into someone for Gran Turismo, it's like you're running into like a wall. The other car doesn't really get affected by it. It's just like you get more affected by it than the actual driver ahead of you. So it's like, I don't really like that in Gran Turismo, and the damage too in Gran Turismo. Ugh. There is no damage in Gran Turismo. Just flat out, just say it. There's no damage, just scratches. The damage in Project Cars looks just awesome. I mean, just crazy. And the sounds to the cars looks awesome. The amount of tracks for this game is crazy. Sure, there isn't Trial Mountain, like my favorite track of all time, or Deep Forest, another one of my favorite tracks. But not having those tracks, obviously it's not going to have those tracks because it's not, a Gran Turismo game. But having all those mini tracks like Watkins Glen, Road America, all those tracks that I've never really raced on except for like, only a handful of games. Like, that's awesome. All those tracks that some of the games cars have never been in. Monaco looks beautiful in Project Cars. I seen a screenshot last night of Monaco, and it just looks incredible. Monaco from Gran Turismo looks like doo-doo. I think it's the same Monaco from Gran Turismo 4, and it definitely needs updated. So this Monaco now in Project Cars just looks incredible. And every car is premium. Every car has interior. That's something that Gran Turismo also doesn't have. Every car doesn't have interior. Yes, I know that some of the cars doesn't have fully detailed insides like the Vision cars, obviously. I understand that. But, some of these cars, like, there's so many duplicated cars in Gran Turismo. There's so many cars of the same car. Like, you'll see a lot of Mazda Miatas, and you'll see a lot of Grand Skylines, and you'll see a lot of, like, RX-7s, and a handful of other cars that I haven't mentioned. But, a lot of these cars and Project Cars are just one separate car, and then you get, you could buy as many as one. You could customize it differently every time if you want. So, like, will Project Cars overtake Gran Turismo? I think in the racing, I think in the gameplay, the core of the gameplay, absolutely, I think it can. In AI, hands down. In the customizations, absolutely. I think that it's everything. It's right there. For now, I think it can. But we'll see what Polyphony does. I don't think that Polyphony is going to fully deliver again. Like, because everybody's like, for when Gran Turismo 4 was out, and then they heard Gran Turismo 5, we were like, oh man, they're going to fully deliver. They're going to bring everything to the table. They almost, they delivered the graphics and everything, but they were missing on still so much, So, like I said, they can't do those simple little things in Gran Turismo that just, I don't get it. Why is it so hard to bring those simple little things that are in every single racing game today? It's retarded. But what do you guys think? Gran Turismo fans out there, Project Cars fans out there, even Forza fans out there, if you're watching this, like, do you think that Project Cars will overtake your game Forza, your favorite game Forza, your favorite Gran Turismo? What do you think? I think it's half and half. I think it can. I think it can't. Even for Forza, I think it can. I think it can't. But until we actually play the game, we won't know for sure. I think that everything is on the positive right now. Everything's going in the right direction with that game, and I hope the physics do deliver. So, what do you guys think of this whole debate? So, I'm out, and I'll see you guys soon.